It is becoming a much more common occurrence to buy a home from another state in the U.S. without ever traveling to see the home before you buy it. So many people are on lockdowns or just uncomfortable traveling right now that they decide to buy a home in a new location, sight unseen. Given the number of people who are doing this, I thought it would be a great opportunity to go through my process. If you were to use me as your agent, you would understand how the process works and what to expect. It's really kind of simple with the technology we have these days, and this is how it goes. Showings. I have a 360-degree camera that my team uses to create digital walkthroughs for you of the properties that you're interested in. Then we upload links to these videos to a Google Sheet where you can view them.
So come up to the front door. The front door does not have a screen door or a storm door on it. Walk into the living room.
Offers. Once you identify the property that you want to make an offer on, we discuss the terms based on the market. I will advise you about your offer based on the price point, the condition of the property, whether there were other offers or not, any other information that's pertinent to this property. Once we decide upon terms, I write up the offer in my digital signature software and email it to you for signatures. With the offer, you'll also receive a copy of the property disclosures to review. Sometimes I send those in advance depending on the timing of how everything plays out. You'll get an email that will allow you to adopt a signature and then click to sign it. I email the offer to the seller's agent and hopefully we come to terms. Deposits. We have 2 deposits in the state of North Carolina. The due diligence deposit is due when the contract is signed, and depending on how we wrote the contract, sometimes the earnest money deposit is due as well. This is one of the few instances where the seller has the right to terminate the contract if you don't deliver the due diligence deposit on time. So it's important to deliver it as soon as possible. This can be paid by personal check and sent via mail or FedEx, but the best thing to do when purchasing from a distance is to do a wire transfer. You'll just need to make sure that you keep documentation of the wire for the lender and send it to them. Usually the seller will continue to show the property until this deposit is received. Inspections. Once under contract, we'll discuss which inspections you want to get on the property, and I'll order the inspections, schedule the closing with the attorney, and get the executed contract to all the parties, the lender and the attorney. You can choose whoever you wish to work with to get your mortgage, to perform the closing, and to do the inspections, but I have really great people that I work with frequently, and they make it a really seamless process.
And there is your home inspector.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you hit the button so I can come out there and check the...
Yep.
At this point, you'll receive a couple more documents to sign agreeing to the inspections in writing. My inspector is very thorough and I'll send you a full report complete with images of everything he inspects. This is usually received within 24 hours of the inspection. At that point, we'll hop on a Zoom call and discuss the report and answer any questions you have, and I'll make recommendations for which items we should include on the repair request. If the inspector recommends getting a secondary inspection, I'll order those at this point. Usually I get a contractor out to the property to give us a quote for any repairs we're requesting if you wanted to ask for money in lieu of repairs. The due diligence request. Once we have the information we need for a repair request, I'll write up a contract called the Due Diligence Request and Agreement. If the seller agrees to the repairs, they'll sign the request and it'll be time to deliver the earnest money. Once the due diligence and inspection period is completed, this is usually when the earnest money funds are due. These need to be in certified funds because it's too close to closing for a regular check to clear the banks. You can either mail me a certified check in advance and I can hold it in my file until it's due and then deliver it to the attorney, or you can do a wire transfer like you did with the first deposit. And closing. Once we're past due diligence, we're pretty much just tying up loose ends until closing. You'll receive email reminders from me for things that need to be done, like getting your homeowner's insurance in place and getting utilities connected. Your lender will continue to ask for documentation of different things up until the end, especially since COVID. They've kind of gotten strict about the dates on documents, so it's a little more hassle than usual. You should plan to be here in North Carolina for closing, but if you're a couple purchasing together and only one of you can come, the present party can be a power of attorney for the other. That's something that needs to be decided in advance though, and it should be drawn up by the attorney and communicated to the lender so the documents are written correctly. Once the deed is recorded with the county, you will get your keys and you've bought a home in North Carolina. Welcome to paradise. If you like this video, you might like this one about the things you should inspect during the due diligence period, and you definitely want to subscribe so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.